Back at the CanAm today, and I'm taking off the clutch cover. This does not fill me with confidence. So I don't know what I'm gonna find. And when I took all the bolts off, the cover tried to leap right off of the clutches. So something is not right, and I can't see the secondary. There's your primary. Secondary seems to be missing. This won't end well. Oh yeah, the secondary is not even on here. Jeez. Oh, the inner part is on it. Did the bolt fall out or something? Do I have to take the exhaust pipe out in order to get the clutch cover off? Oh man. I was thinking CanAm. I don't like it. Clutch cover is off. Yeah. Well, secondary bolt is in it. Okay, there's your secondary. There's the spring. The bolt's in it. I'm thinking there's a washer missing, some piece is missing or broken. I was able to loosen the bolt. Still can't pull off whatever's going on there. They've got a washer and the bolt. This piece won't come off, and that's where it goes through. But the bolt is so small that it just, oh geez, careful, fits right through. So clearly something is missing. I don't know. I'm not familiar with these clutches. But I do know one thing, that secondary should not have been able to go out and touch the back side of the cover. We had some parts come in. This thing, an override switch.
No, two sensor.
And an oxygen sensor.
This is the old one.
Yeah, which should be everything we needed to clear the check engine light. But I also have the clutch apart because we were missing a washer for the secondary, and a new washer has come in. So what I need to know now is, do I put this exhaust pipe back on and then put the cover on, or do we put the cover on first and then the exhaust pipe? That's where I am right now. I'm thinking it's going to be exhaust pipe first, and we couldn't get it off because the secondary had exploded. So I'm going to test fit everything and see how it goes. Clutch is installed, I think. Those clutches are weird. I don't like them. I'm going to have to do more research and just learn more about how they work. The secondary acts weird. Overall, it's the same principle. It's just putting it together is weird. New oxygen sensor is in. The exhaust manifolds are tightened.
I checked them. I can twist them by hand.
To the cylinder head. They were so loose before you could take them off by hand. So there's my massive exhaust leaks we were worried about. He adjusted the shifter linkage. So neutral is neutral. That's nice.
Neutral was high gear a second ago.
Yeah. I think we should fire it up and just see what the clutch does.
Hopefully the check engine doesn't come on.
It might come on. I don't know if it self-clears. Like a Polaris, as soon as the problem is fixed, it clears. So it might hang on to a check engine light for a little bit. I'm not sure. We will find out eventually. Oh. I'm a little worried. It's in neutral. It's not going to go anywhere. We'll see what it does. Wow, that sounds...
Like lawnmower? Awful.
That sounds a lot better. I was about to say.
Compared to what we ran last time?
Yeah, it sounded really bad. Multiple exhaust leaks, high idle.
Sorry.
Sounds really good. I'm feeling better about this already. See if it moves. Throw it back. Oh no, now I'm stuck. There you go. Okay, there we go. Alright, well, it beats pushing it. But no check engine light the whole time. Shimming a clutch should be easy enough. I have to look up how to do it. I have no idea. I can do a Polaris. Maybe it works on the same principle. We'll find out. But yeah. I think mechanically, it's good to go. We can't put any of the panels on until I get that clutch straightened out. So I will look into that first.
Can you even get out now?
Can I get out now?
Can you get out?
Can I get out of the machine?
Yes. Is it hard to get out? No, it's not.
Not that difficult.
I thought it had a door on it. I thought it had a door on it because I heard all the.
No, there's no door. There was a net, and it does have a couple of panels that I think fills in down here. I am done with the clutch work. We're starting on body panels, which it looks like one goes underneath that gas tank. One goes underneath here. Oh, and the clutch cover is still broken with a rub mark through. I'll have to weld that closed. That'll be fun. This thing is a pain, but clear. So yeah, I'm done with clutch work.
It's a little loud.
We put a new helix, I think that's what it's called in there. And the little spring-loaded bumps for the two-way thing. Or one-way bearing, I should say. Yeah, progress. So I'm gonna get the clutch cover on there, and then we're gonna start with body panels. Maybe scrub this turd today. It's starting to look a little better. We're missing this. Well, kind of. We have that, but there's no innards to it, so I'm gonna talk to the owner about that. We're also missing the shifter knob. I don't know what we're gonna do about that. The clutch is put together, all the body panels are accounted for. We're missing a lot of clips. If I can get some universal clips to fill those in. It kind of looks like a side-by-side now. I think we're gonna pull it outside and power wash it. It's looking better. It's a little cleaner. I'm gonna spray some dressing on it next time I work on it. And I put my custom stickers on there. Cool, huh? Not big into stickers so much, but it's better than nothing, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. There in that gaping hole. Looks pretty cool. I have it as clean as it can be. We got the trim back to being black. I scrubbed the inside so it's as good as that's gonna look for a machine that's been swamped and left outside for, I can only imagine, it's pretty much its entire life. I did get the bed clean. That's not bad for an old bed. So I do have the shifter, or not shifter, the grip handle for the passenger. That's in. I have a new shifter knob coming, so we'll get that all installed. But otherwise, I think it's pretty much done. I just have to go up, take some pictures on it, and send it down the road. Try to clean out the barn. I have too many machines and not enough space. Taking this pile up to the overlook for pictures. Alright, this thing is a piece of garbage. I think I got 2 axles that have popped out in this short amount of time, so I'm basically down to 1-wheel drive. It can't get out of its own way. Pretty sure I smell coolant leaking. There's definitely some steam coming out of the hood. It isn't overheating. It's not right. We're gonna make it home. But you would think it'd be okay from here. There's a lot of steam. I think I'm leaking coolant. It smells like coolant. I can't even tell where the coolant's coming from, but it is absolutely leaking. How is it coming out of the seal? 2 axles popped out. It overheated, spewing coolant all over the place. No, I don't know what it's doing. At least it is together now. It wasn't together before. Back with Swamp Thing. Took it on a test drive. The stupid thing overheated. Axles are popping out. Whatever. The axles I probably won't be able to fix without new axles, so I'll probably have to give it back to my buddy and say I can't fix that part. But I want to make it stop overheating. In any Polaris, here's one. You fill it up, open the bleed screw until the air stops coming out, coolant comes up. You close the bleed screw, let it run a couple of cycles, cool down, top it off. I've been doing that for years. I did the same thing with cars. It's the same thing I did with Swamp Thing. That was wrong. Turns out you have to do that part, but then you have to lift the entire thing so the nose is 2 foot off the ground, then put it back on and top it off again. Then you have to lift it up so the driver's side is 2 feet off the ground, and then fill it up again. Top it off, then let it run. Listen for the fan to do 2 full cycles, then let it cool back down, and then refill it if you need to. That seems a bit excessive to me, but that's the way we're gonna do it. That's what we're gonna do. This machine, not my favorite. I'm sure CanAm has improved over the years. This is an older model, but I am not a fan of working on this thing, especially because I need to get down to the bleeder screw, which is inside this center console that I've already put together twice. I'm gonna tear that down. I'm hoping the fill is, I think it's under the removable section of the hood. Center is out. Bleed screw is right there. And I have the filler right here. So it's all accessible. Instead of pouring it in with the bleeder open, I'm just gonna pour it in until that's full, and then I'll open the bleeder. When it comes out, I'll shut it off and top it back off again. Then we'll start jacking it up nonsense. Pretty sure I specifically read in the manual of the lift never to do this, but it's working. I'd say that's at least 2 feet. We're supposed to let it sit here for a minute or 2 and then lower it back down. While it's up in the air on this one though, I'm gonna try to get this axle popped back in. That seems safe. We're a little bit up in the air. I did top it off before I did this way. It took a smidgen more. Maybe 3/4 of a smidgen. It wasn't much. So we'll see what this does. Just letting it sit for a couple minutes. I did get the axle back in, but I don't know, I didn't feel like it seated real well. So it's probably gonna pop back out again. Let's look at another CanAm feature on our speedometer here. We got all these fancy gauges. Hello, performance key, thank you. This is our temperature gauge. We can't tell what the temperature is, we just have a gauge. I've pressed all the buttons to change everything else, and there's no way to change to show the temperature. That's all we get for that. Clock is a little off. Miles. If we hold down on here, is that what it was? Hold down. Oh, hit this button. We only have RPM, or miles per hour, RPM, or miles per hour. That's all you get. So I guess we'll watch the gauge and hope it's in the middle. I'll also shoot it with a handy dandy temperature gauge. Probably the radiator while I sit in my chair and let it run until I hear the fan kick on twice. Per the directions, let the fan kick on 2 times. Whew. This thing is so loud. That was 3 full SAM cycles. Temperature comes up to 4 notches. I don't know what that means. Drops down to 3, goes 4, drops down to 3. It's perfect. So I can close the door. It's chilly in here, but I was getting monoxide poisoning. Gonna go on a test drive. An easy test drive. We're gonna try to make it up to the overlook with the easiest trail possible. I know this front axle it's gonna end up popping out. There's nothing I can do. I'm hoping the right rear axle stays in. We'll see. Let's head up to the overlook. But it ran. It's still running and it's not overheating. So I think we got it. But that front axle did pop out. The rear axle stayed in. So I think we just have a bad front axle. I'm gonna go park that thing. It very well could be the last time we see this on the channel. I don't want to deal with it anymore. Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. But who knows? We'll see what happens. Well, that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate every viewer and every subscriber, especially you members. You guys are amazing, and we really appreciate the support. As long as you're here, leave us a thumbs up. Doesn't cost you anything, but really helps us out a lot. Hit me up in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I reply to every comment I get. But in the meantime, thanks again for watching, and I hope I'll see you here for another video on 3-Day Weekend.